let's begin.
Grimmjow!
Hey. What? Blasted. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Hey, and hello there everyone. Today I'm showing...
I got you. It's really me, XX Dead X Savage here. Hey, how's it going everybody? XX Dead X Savage here reporting in finally. Don't feel bad. I don't. Okay, alright. I hope you all been alright. XX Lit says hi, and she misses you all. And as always, she wishes you all the best. But yeah, I'm simply showcasing you all right now a feature from Xenoverse 2. It's called the photo mode. Yeah, this was recently talked about and shown a lot in past Xenoverse 2 deployment. But as for me, I never had the chance to check it out. As for XX Lit, she loves the thing, but she didn't understand how to use it either. So here I am giving it a test run to show you all what it's like. I probably will learn more about this thing whenever I am not so taxed up for time. But yeah, anyone is free to check it out. It's provided that you buy this game and give it a go. It's kind of like a photo mode setting in Spider-Man or Final Fantasy, but I'll give this kind of photo mode setting in Xenoverse 2 a 7 out of 10. Because I believe this is Toriyama's vision to create such a story for a franchise. I would like to believe that the developers known as DIM could have done a lot better to create the overall landscape of this game, in that way investing on making something as easy as this more exciting. But I must say it's pretty nice that this thing exists at all in the Xenoverse 2 franchise game. But moving on, if anyone's confused and not understanding why you hear a guy talking instead of a girl, don't be. In our last video, I was finally introduced to you all, finally on your YouTube channel together, but by our girl XX Lit. As for now, if you still don't know who I am already, or you don't get what's going on here, take that chance to go watch our last video. But if you do remember me, good. Pat yourself on your shoulders and dust your shoulders off and shake it off, because that's all you're gonna get. So don't forget it, because I'm XX Dead X Savage. So don't go around and tell XX Lit I never gave you anything, because there it is. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But as to how I got here stuck doing this and babysitting you all, it's simple really. Here's a 401. Never take it easy on someone as good as you in the same game, because one day she will be good enough to take you down and make it look just as easy. Anyways, thanks to that, I got stuck losing to her in our last battle, and the bet I lost, which led me to be now the one to run mostly as your new side host for your and our YouTube channel from here on out. She will at times appear like a mysterious Pokemon whenever she chooses to make her own appearances with her own videos, as she always has. But our girl XX Lit will be running our other social media presence on everywhere else, from our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and Reddit in the progress. She wants to help build our online presence so we can reach out and help more community customers with Xenoverse 2 product. Like most of us customers, there is always going to be that one product franchise house game that we still love very much. So yeah, I don't blame her. Xenoverse 2 has its highs and lows, but at the end of the day, we customers just keep coming back. It's like either we hate it or love it. But for XX Lit and I, what keeps us playing is that we are anime fans, and there's so much potential to this kind of game when it comes to making content and having fun. But yeah, expressing our interest for anime through Xenoverse 2 is a great way for this product to continue growing, and then receive more longevity to someday become a lot better than it is right now. So with my involvement at her side promoting this game, we hope we will reach the right kind of elements to reach more audiences to enjoy this game to reach higher heights. That way it's guaranteed to help you improve the overall likeness that comes from playing this game, and it attracts more audiences from time to time as it is needed to sustain its already paying customers and inviting new customers to take a chance in reliving or remaking or changing some of the best moments of this series franchise called Dragon Ball. But yeah, as I'll be running our YouTube channel, she will be working on other social media platforms and working on setting up the Reddit account. But in the meantime, she's left me in charge of YouTube when it comes to content. But don't worry, she will be around from time to time as she promised, and she better keep up with her problems. I'm not playing any games here. Other than that, what we both enjoy about this game is creating our own characters from any anime series. We can create any character we've always wanted and put it into the game through Xenoverse 2. For me, I'm mostly a Grimmjow fan, and of course, I love Bleach, because that's where Grimmjow is from. I can remember back when XXLit played Nell for our friend Custom Kit Gaming. She loved every bit of playing as Nell on his channel back then. Custom Kit Gaming's channel for Bleach themed battles royale events were our all-time high time playing Xenoverse 2. I also remember when I first played on his I think it was his tournaments for Xenoverse 2. I played as Grimmjow then, around when Xenoverse 2 was still kind of new and our netcode wasn't so bad. But around that time, I think over a year ago or so, I had a great time finally showing off Grimmjow at his best. It was a great way to communicate and play with other players who also like Bleach. And from then on, we continued playing with our friend. Yeah, again, his name is Custom Kit Gaming. He owns a great channel on YouTube with a lot of anime series, crossover created characters, and cosplay creations of Xenoverse 2. We encourage you all to check him out sometime. He's a great guy and he has a lot of better interests in all kinds of nostalgia that we cherish most. But yeah, Bleach to me as XXX Savage here, because Bleach is everything. Bleach is also life. Well, not really, because Bleach isn't real, but the humor of Bleach, it just feels so gratifying and wall-breaking. It brings me closer to taking a chance on other anime genres from time to time. As for XXLit, she's also a Grimmjow fan. She loves him more than me, but she loves Android 21 more than anything. But XXLit has made a lot of enemies in the process of our shared past on our shared Xenoverse franchise experience playing as Grimmjow back on Xenoverse 1. Then finally and officially, I took over to play as Grimmjow to then make friends, okay? Because she mostly switched to playing as Yuka, being the silent play with the mic turned off, so she could be more focused and then become deadly on getting back and better. But now she's pretty good. If there's any subscribers, oh yeah, we deeply apologize in advance. If there's any subscribers or viewers who overheard this last 5 seconds and you happen to have fought in Yuki back then when it came to collecting Tapion's clothes in the Xenoverse 2 past PvP, you have no fear. I apologize for her and she apologized too. We have every set of Tapion's clothes, but let me just let you know right now. Well, if you want to know who was Ukiura during that time, that was all her. She was the one who lured you into a fight using lower level characters like our boy Yusuke Urameshi here, and then she would switch to Ukiura and then go crazy on you just to get every point she needed in order to get Tapion close. So she swears she won't do it again, but if they release the Android 21 costume, and this is the only way she's able to get it from the rest of us customers, at least now you all will be prepared for her, because she will do anything she can to get the Android 21 costume. Anything, so beware. Anyways, even recently she went on Twitter to respond to Bandai Namco and hoped that they would release the Android 21 costume to all of us Xenoverse 2 customers. The poor girl sure really wants that costume. I hope they do the right thing. If they can't fix the netcode, they could at least release that costume to at least make it right, so more girl players will come back to play this game and enjoy Xenoverse 2 as much as the rest of the way they all used to. But yeah, as we will be pushing out content for Xenoverse 2 on our channel, we will also be going over other kinds of anime genres. We will mostly be relating concepts of Bleach and what we created from our created characters to mimic fantastic nostalgia from Bleach through our channel that also promotes Xenoverse 2. So yeah, back to everything else. In our attempt of this channel's existence, it is basically a Xenoverse 2 crossplay, Bleach, all anime, cosplay, proverbial, symbolic, representational experience, primordial, mind-blowing opportunity. I can't believe I just said all that, but hell yeah. This is our way to support Bleach and other animes that may fall under what has happened to Bleach. because we have hope that one day any kind of series like Bleach in its situation will come back. So we want to play a role in giving Bleach, for example, the acknowledgement and longevity of awareness that it truly freaking deserves. And we want to improve the overall balance between Bleach fans and Dragon Ball fans to unite and enjoy the impact on how both franchises have impacted our society. Because in general, the anime community is like a soul society when you really think about it. We all love a certain kind of anime genre, and it touches the deepest depths of our souls when we embrace the experiences that come from the high-lifting climatic scenes from all franchises that show up in animes to come. There are many influential YouTubers and community members and other affiliated individuals who speak very highly on the existence of Bleach, and we wish you all a great success. There are many kinds of anime fans who enjoy anime from long ago, and whatever Shonen Jump is trying to push out from time to time, we all want you all to be the best that you can be, and we all give you our support. We enjoy what you do for the community, and we hold you all to a higher level of understanding how great anime and how much it means to all of us. And we hope the community can find this level of high that we've achieved. I know I sound like I'm doing stuff right now, but no, I'm pretty chill. I'm just sharing my love for this stuff because it's good. It's really good. But anyways, enough of that. We are just trying to really open the third eye on why anime is something that we should all enjoy together as a community. And we should also be very grateful that the artists around the world take their time to create such a wonderful masterpiece that helps us to explore their world from their mind, which eventually becomes the next big thing or the next great meme. Also, we want to wish Taikubo a very special happy belated birthday. God bless that man. He is a genius and he deserves all the best. Well, now let's get started. In today's video, we're going to go over on my favorite created character anime cosplay Xenoverse character, Grimmjow Jaegerjaquez. From our created cast of characters, I mostly play with Kurosaki and Grimmjow, and as you now know, now for XX Lit, she was mostly Android 21 and at times we would take turns playing as Ukiura. But as of now, XX Lit and I are pretty equal with Ukiura, but I think she's fairly a little bit better with him than me, as of what happened and what she did to get those Tapion costumes. I apologize again in advance. But anyway, so because of that, I mostly main with Grimmjow, so I can avoid her enemies and so I can have a good time enjoying it again. So she can have her own, and so she can have her own sense of individuality, as she likes to say. But hell yeah, as I was saying, we are going to go over Grimmjow's potential in our Xenoverse 2 loaded file together. In some quick explanations, we are just going to cover his potential and to show you what it's like to play with this kind of character in Xenoverse 2. We encourage a lot of past players who are new players who may want to play Xenoverse 2 to go ahead and try your luck, and also we have ways to help you improve your power building experiences a lot quicker than wherever else you may have gone to learn from before. One way to start would be through QQBANG making, which is a very easiest way to make strong characters to get through hard levels the quickest. So get this, everyone is usually making this typical kind of QQBANG, you know, the one where you can match it with Beerus or whatever, and then land that kind of QQBANG that where it makes it look like 5-5-5-5-5. Well, and it has like more than 3 or 4 negatives. Well, here's the alternative. You could always make QQBANGs like that because it's very easy. Honestly, I remember hearing people say that QQBANGs is random. Well, I never believed that, and XX Lit never believed that, so she and I, or her and I, whatever, we decided to buy everything in the clothing store of the Xenoverse 2 product, and then we beat the whole game on mostly the Grimmjow account. We Z-ranked all PQs. That was over back in 2017, I think. So with that in mind, then we defeated all the mentors, and we did that on the Grimmjow account as well for our time playing together. So with all that done, and then the next thing to do was to buy all mixies and collect clothing from the PQs. And then that's when we got started, and that's when we started experimenting. We learned that there were ways to make other better QQBANGs without always having to regard with making the typical Beerus or Brawly recipe QQBANG. We went from making these kind of QQBANGs to these kind of QQBANGs. the Beerus recipe QQBANG to the 5, 5, 3, 2, 1 plus 5 QQBANG to these kind of QQBANGs we now make today. So imagine if we played the norm and continue to believe that the QQBANGs are random. No, truthfully, it's the kind of method and how much you have completed in this game. That's how you make QQBANGs. And then when you see the recipe you've made, it becomes random. But you actually will get better randoms than the ones you've made in the past from then on from before. So in this game, in order to tackle making the kind of QQBANGs that we make, it determines how much and how many of the same kind of QQBANGs you have created with your created character. And then it allows your created character to retrieve more from the past mixes, from mix to mix of any reason you mix. When she said in her past videos about combating with RNG, let's just say this is the next step to combat RNG when it comes to collecting and making our kinds of QQBANGs. So what did I tell? So what did I just say? I told you that we beat all PQs, we defeated all the mentors, we raised it up to the final 100%, and we have bought out everything from all the stores in the Xenoverse product, and then we also collected all the clothes from all the PQs. So with that done, it kind of did something to our game, and now we make more QQBANGs than regular. And as you know from the past videos, XXLit she proved that the first through fourth character slots from your list of time controllers are going to be the better half of 4 out of the 8 to make better QQBANGs with. What we later didn't tell you is that the fourth character is always going to be the best character from out of your time controllers to make QQBANGs with. The second one is usually okay. The third one takes too long. The first one usually gives random QQBANGs that are even better at times than the fourth one. But the fourth one is basically old reliable, like Lassie or something, or that dolphin that always comes back. The fourth slot time controller character will always be the reliable one to make QQBANGs with, that we have successfully made over and over again. As for that Beerus recipe or Brawly recipe that lands you that 5, 5, 5, 5 nonsense, I'm sorry, no offense. It's okay, it's just, yeah, I wouldn't know how to explain why people would go for that kind of QQBANG recipe, but other than that, this is why people should target the kind of QQBANGs that we make on this channel, because for one, our QQBANGs have more benefits out of that typical kind of QQBANG. The benefit is that when you make our kind of QQBANGs, you will always have at least 4 good attributes out of 6. While the real random kind of QQBANG out there is the 5, 5, 5. It is always going to have something less than 4 out of 6 chances of attributes. Think about that when you decide to mix a recipe with Beerus or Brawly, because that is the waste of your effort when you can be targeting the kinds of QQBANGs we have chosen for you to make for your experience in this product, so that way you are evaluating and getting more as the customer of this franchise. Now, here's the second reason of why people should make our kinds of QQBANGs. They are good because we know that they are good. Duh. I'm just kidding. They're good because you have more opportunity to put more attribute points and other attributes in your created characters. In the next video, I'll show you more detail about what I'm talking about here, but hell yeah. Why would anyone want to waste more than 40 points into attributes that have been used for something else? I don't know, maybe you wanted better health instead of it all going to the key blast or the key bar or attack or strike or your possible potential created character. If you make your QQBANG, you have the ability to converse how many points you can use to sustain those points to be put into a better place to use for your attribute on the kind of character you make that will go well with your build for your kind of created character. You want to make sure that the build you create has the ability to switch back and forth and be powerful enough to trick the enemy to always have the enemy guessing. Even works on the NPC as well. It's just a miracle that there are less of me that go this far in making QQBANGs at all, except for XXLit. She is pretty good at making QQBANGs too. She has gone in lengths that I have never thought was possible. But together, look at what we can do together. And as for me, I'm working backwards now in the ways we make them. In the future, I'll show you all how I make particular kinds of QQBANGs that help to focus on the way to helping new players get in the swing of things and learning how to compete as a casual player with our kinds of QQBangs. A good thing about QQBangs is that they're much easier to collect, and for me, I much rather would make it that way. As the result, it is more satisfying, provided that if the result wasn't the one I was going for, but it turned out to be as good or balanced as it works backwards to limit the amount of random useless negative attributes that would normally show up in the QQBang at random sets of 12 out of 17 times of clicking back and forth just to finally push out at least 1 or 2 when I'm getting 5 better QQBangs than I would that normal people wouldn't normally get. More or less, another good reason why customers of this community should focus on our content QQBangs is because it does wonders to improve your creative character's overall power. Usually people still use Beer's recipe or Bollywood recipe QQBang. To me, I have no problem with it. People overall are free to do whatever they choose. But to me, if there's an easier way to do something, why not explore it? What does anyone have to lose if they take the chance to click a button and check out our channel to see how to make the kinds of QQBangs we make and to learn how to do it at an easier level? It's a lot easier and B, less time consuming. And when XXLit told me that she was right, so I gave it a chance. And yeah, she was right. I decided to make QQBangs her way, and now I do it my own way. So look what I can do now. If I can do it, it's easy for you. I do feel like customers deserve a better chance to make better QQBangs so they can improve and enjoy their experience of using this product with their creative characters, so they can feel what it's like to use this much power in battles with less effort. I mean, we have a lot of modders now in Xenoverse 2 that are very powerful. If players at least wanted to improve their potential with QQBangs without paying extra $60-something just to mod their system's gen console, then they should tune to our channel and learn how we made these kind of QQBangs that are close to that kind of power that some of these modders have for themselves. So yeah, their best bet would be to join our YouTube channel and our YouTube PS community. We also host events and have one coming up in July. Stay tuned for future details on events. Also, stay tuned to when we drop videos like these for subscribers, so that way they can become more powerful and enjoying their customer game experience. As to making our kind of QQBang, honestly, we don't need that much stamina for our characters. Like Grimmjow's stamina is barely over additional expected points of attributes. In fact, most Grimmjow's stamina comes from the QQBang, and look at how big it is. So why would I need to put more than this much of points in Grimmjow's QQBang? These days in Xenoverse 2, if your stamina is broken, the game, your match in that PvP or rank is basically over. Let's not forget, Netcode is no friend of anyone's, so it's best to play smarter than to work harder for this product. So as a customer, so by that logic, if it gives me opportunity to put all 125 points into the health points and 125 points into the key blast power, that is already overpowered. I don't need to do that, but hell, you never know when you might have to face a modder, either in battle or in a raid, to outdo the modder or to survive against the modder. So my point is this. So with those points left over, it's really whatever I choose. If I want Grimmjow to be a strike hybrid key blast build, I would then put all the left over into strike. If it was going to be before attack, if it was going to be for attack or key blast, then vice versa. It's a win-win. Either way, he's a beast. All thanks to the QQBangs XXLit and I make with these recipes that we have made together for all this time ago. I guess this makes sense to us more because we are good cooks. We like exploring all kinds of recipes to make great dishes. So of course, we would be good at hunting down all kinds of ideas to make good recipes to then create good food, or in this case, good QQBangs. So being able to do that for this game is nothing new to XXLit or me, because we're good chefs. See, in this video, I have Grimmjow using these items to make this kind of QQBang, so pay close attention. So you see, it's really a give or take situation. Once you understand the value between what is provided, you gain back control and how much you choose to make and how much you're willing to spend on doing it. And also, never forget, if you feel like you could have made better QQBangs, all you have to do is close the game app, and then you can start over, and that way you never lost your previous collected recipes you had before to continue making additional QQBangs on your next gameplay. I know XXLit wants me to show you all our greater collected kinds of recipes to make QQBangs, but when that Reddit is made, I'll be showing you guys what I can do. But enough of that. I'll leave you all with Grimmjow. Let him show you just how powerful he really is with just a weaker version of a QQBANG. Have fun.
Let's begin. Can't move any better than that? Which one of you is the strongest? Who's gonna take me on? There. What's the matter? Too scared to fight? It's pure and simple. The last one standing gets to live! You've got a nice murderous look in your eyes now. Can't move any better than that? It's not good enough! You're not at the level yet where I want this battle to take place. Alright, bring it on. Let's have a fight to the death. Well, it seems you have a problem. You started panting like a worn-out dog this... I gotta say, you turned out to be a real disappointment. Hey, are you even trying? I don't want to waste the effort of killing you when you're not at maximum strength. Can't move any better than that? I am gonna rip you to shreds! Did you think that you could kill me by freezing me under a thin sheet of ice? You're an idiot! Nice! I've been waiting a long time for this! The chance to crush you while you're at full strength, and you feel the same way, don't you? And you did some damage, but there was never any doubt of the outcome. You were no match for me! All it gives you is average speed? Huh? Can't move any better than that? Huh? You're dead! This is the ultimate set which only the Espada can use! My power is back! The sixth Espada is Grimmjow again!